What you're about to hear isn't another routine space update. Something has happened, far beyond the reach of any telescope on Earth. An event so extraordinary that it's forcing NASA scientists to question everything they thought they knew about interstellar contact. A spacecraft launched nearly half a century ago, Voyager 1, has just been linked to an unprecedented attempt, an interception of an object not only alien to our solar system, but possibly alien in a much deeper sense. This object is 3I Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar visitor after Oumuamua and Borisov. And what happened when Voyager 1 attempted to align with it is now echoing through mission control rooms, encrypted channels, and even the pages of ancient history. Something changed when these two trajectories nearly touched. And now the question reverberates through every corner of the scientific world. Did Voyager 1 truly make contact with something not from Earth? Or did something else respond first? Voyager 1 was launched in 1977, built to explore the outer planets. After completing its mission, it simply kept going, drifting out of the solar system into the vast unknown. But recently, something unexpected happened. Multiple independent reports claim that NASA quietly reactivated certain directional systems on the probe to attempt a passive intercept with 3I Atlas. The timing? Too perfect to ignore. Atlas was discovered in July 2025, moving at over 150,000 miles per hour, unlike any object we've seen before. It was larger than Oumuamua, faster than Borisov, and exponentially more mysterious. Voyager's trajectory, long believed unchangeable, appears to have been subtly redirected through communication pulses. Not a physical turn, but a recalibration, aiming its ancient instruments toward the exact sector of space where Atlas would soon pass. If true, Voyager 1 just became the first interstellar observer in human history to attempt contact with something born beyond the stars. Then, just days after Atlas entered the alignment zone, Earth's magnetosphere spiked. At first, scientists blamed solar activity. But the patterns didn't match. The fluctuations were directed, like a focused energy pulse, and they were coming from deep space. Whispers from within NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory suggest Voyager detected noise patterns unlike anything seen before, structured, rhythmic, and responsive. The kind of signal that can only come from something capable of listening. Back in the early 1980s, Voyager's systems were primitive by today's standards, just enough to transmit data from Jupiter and Saturn. They were never meant to survive into the 2020s. Yet, through decades of faint signals and clever recalibrations, Voyager has defied time itself. But here's where the story fractures into the unbelievable. During the alignment window with Atlas, Voyager transmitted a narrow band signal into the void, and something answered. The return pattern contained symmetrical periodic bursts, too precise to be noise. Imagine sending a greeting into eternity, and hearing a rhythm come back. Not random. Not chaotic. But deliberate. Could it be language? A binary handshake? Or something far older than speech itself, communication through mathematics and resonance? And yet, this pattern was not the first of its kind. Ancient monuments, from Machu Picchu to Göbekli Tepe, were constructed along alignments that match Atlas's entry trajectory. Ancient texts spoke of wanderers from the stars, visitors who appeared suddenly and vanished without trace. Perhaps those stories were not myths at all, but warnings. What if those civilizations saw what we are seeing now, and tried to leave us a map? 10 days after Voyager's encounter, a dataset surfaced on an encrypted astrophysics server, signed only Echo Refraction 67. It contained raw waveforms allegedly captured by Voyager's magnetometer. At first glance, meaningless static. But when researchers applied Fourier analysis, they found a recursive harmonic sequence, repeating every 19.7 minutes. The signal was self-correcting. It adjusted itself to overcome Voyager's signal decay, like it wanted to be heard. No natural phenomenon does that. Something, or someone, was communicating through the noise. Then, NASA's internal AI anomaly system, SERENA, flagged the data. Its trigger condition? Non-human logic flow. The system designed to detect alien contact had just activated. August 1, 2025. Space tracking networks noticed a subtle change in Voyager's telemetry. It had reoriented itself, rotating just a few degrees. Tiny, yes, but in deep space, that movement is monumental. And what's worse, it turned before any command was sent. As if Voyager anticipated where Atlas would move next. Either a malfunction unlike any in history, or remote control. Meanwhile, telescopes on Earth recorded Atlas flickering, its brightness pulsing in binary rhythm. Every pulse perfectly synchronized with Voyager's transmission bursts. Then it began to slow down. Not from gravity. Not from jets of gas. As if obeying an unseen command. NASA called it an optical illusion. But multiple observatories across the world confirmed it. Atlas had decelerated. For the first time ever, an interstellar object changed its motion, and it did so right after Voyager reoriented. Was this a coincidence? Or was it a reply? You already know about Voyager's golden record, our cosmic message in a bottle, filled with Earth's sounds, greetings, and music. But few know that its analog blueprint contained hidden metadata, mathematical primes, coordinate maps, and logical sequences meant to demonstrate intelligence. Now, cryptologists claim they found a buried tone, an inaudible prime sequence, encoded beneath the sounds of Earth. When isolated, that tone matches the harmonic pulses Voyager received from Atlas. Did we embed a trigger signal in the record, without realizing it? And did Atlas recognize it? Shortly after this, NASA's Deep Space Network noticed an anomaly. Voyager transmitted a packet in a format it was never programmed to generate. Its old 8-bit system suddenly produced 128-bit outputs. As if it had received an upgrade through pure signal. It's as if the probe got smarter. A leaked document titled Watcher Protocol described this exact scenario. If a legacy spacecraft begins to display adaptive behavior, it should be treated not as equipment, but as an active node in an alien communication chain. And after the Atlas encounter, Voyager's status reportedly changed to Watcher Active. Soon after, SETI's Allen telescope array went offline. Public feeds were cut. Computing resources quietly redirected to a single frequency, the same one Voyager had transmitted on. Researchers were told not to discuss ongoing signal anomalies, and then came the Kyoto paper. A new theory, that Atlas isn't a ship, but a technological seed, a dormant artifact designed to awaken when it detects intelligence. According to their model, Voyager didn't find Atlas. It triggered it. Soon after, deep space sensors recorded radiation pulsing in the golden ratio, 1.618 seconds apart. The same pattern as the WOW signal of 1977. This time, though, it was stronger and closer. Then the disappearances began. Researchers' profiles vanished, papers deleted, repositories locked. One astronomer wrote before going silent, "They told me what I found wasn't meant to be public. They knew things they shouldn't. I'm done looking at the stars." Every trace of the Voyager Atlas data began to vanish. But even in silence, something was changing. Every time a new analysis went public, Atlas's spin rate shifted, within hours. It was as if it was watching us watching it. Not just observing signals, but intent. Like a mirror made of intelligence. And now, 3 days ago, Atlas changed its course again, moving toward the dark beyond Neptune. Voyager, too, shifted its antenna, aligning perfectly with Atlas's new vector. Two ancient travelers, one from Earth, one from elsewhere, now moving in perfect sync through the void. Maybe it's coincidence. Or maybe it's contact. We once thought Voyager 1 was just a message in a bottle, a postcard to the stars. But what if it was always part of something larger? A game of cosmic chess that humanity didn't even know it was playing. The synchronized signals. The impossible course corrections. The silence that followed. It all points to one conclusion. This isn't random. And it's not over. 3I Atlas may not be a comet, a ship, or a rock. It might be a sentient probe, a living machine, designed to awaken when it detects intelligence. And now, because of Voyager 1, it has detected us. But what if the message it sent back wasn't a greeting? What if it was a warning, a countdown? Because the stars just looked back. And they're not blinking.